We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Say thank you to Deanna, because Deanna said, no, not Deanna. I mean Maya. Maya. Sorry. Say thank you to Maya because Maya was like, Miss Sylvia, you going live because I don't want to understand what they're saying. So I am here to answer some of you guys' questions. I am not an attorney. All I'm doing is giving you layman terminology for me sitting up in there and listening to what the judge said, listening to what the attorney said, seeing the body language and all that kind of stuff. Okay. That's what I'm here for, to just give you guys some 411. Okay. You want the real attorney stuff? Go to an attorney because I'm not one. Okay. But what have I been saying to you guys? What have I been saying to you guys? What have I been saying to you guys? What have I been saying? They call this my office, y'all. Ever since I've been here, they would say, "Now go ask Sylvia. It's her office in here. She knows what." Go ask Sylvia because it's her office up in here. Even the judges be like, Sylvia, can we share your room? This is the judges' um old cafeteria, where they eat, and they kind of gave it to the media. But since I've been here by myself for a while, for the last 2 years, they always say, "Ask Sylvia." The judge be like, "Go ask her." The only time I get kicked out is on Wednesday when they have their meeting. Then I get kicked out. YSL Sylvia for the win. Okay, what have I been saying, Dom? Dom, come on up here with me. What have I been saying in regards to this? What have I been saying about the jurors? What have I been saying about the jurors? What did I say? What did I say? What have I been saying? What have I been saying? Come on now. This is class moment. Teacher and class, and I need some participation. I need some participation. What have I been saying to you guys, class? Okay, nobody knows I'm in there. Nobody knows I'm in here. Yeah, they don't know I'm in here. Okay, can somebody in Cavell, could you put the link into the other chat so these other people come over because they don't know we over here. Thank you, Miss Richard. There we go, Miss Richard. Miss Richard said what? What did I say, Miss Richard? Miss Richard said you've been saying they have to poll the jury. Bam! See, you guys. Thank you, Miss Richard. You're the only one listening in class. You get extra credit. You get extra credit. You get extra credit. You get extra credit because you're the only one that listened to me when I said something. Hey, Dom.
What up?
What up?
I don't know. What do you mean by poll the jury? What do you
Okay,
mean by
this is
that?
what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. The judge has just stated that the jurors are going to be instructed that whatever they have heard, they have to wipe out their mind from the testimony. They're going to ask the jurors, each one, they're going to poll them one by one and ask, are you able to wipe it out of your head in regards to the testimony you've previously heard?
Oh, right.
Okay. If
And she said,
turns
and the
out it's
judge
an
said
eight,
that,
huh?
yeah, that was exactly what I was going to say. Go ahead.
If it comes out that the number of jurors that cannot do it, right? Like say she gave a number 8 right? But I don't know what number it is. But she gave a number 8. If 8 of them come out and say, I cannot, there's going to be an automatic mistrial. But
Yep.
listen, remember what I said about this type of mistrial? What did I say? I said this mistrial could be a problem because it could come back. But if Steele and them have enough motions in there to say, hey, the reason why they were able to have to wipe out what's the name Copeland's testimony is because of the misconduct of the
Right.
XYZ people. So if they put that in there, there could be a mistrial with prejudice. Y'all got it now? Did you get it now? So it won't even be the judge's fault. It won't be anybody's fault. It's going to be the jurors that make that decision. Do you get it now?
Yep. And Sylvia, in my opinion, I just don't see that with the jurors being gone for a month or whatever it was. I think it was something around a month. There's no way possible that living in the Atlanta area, Fulton County, that during that time, that month period, that they didn't see something regarding this trial. It's impossible.
Remember, she's not. Remember, this is not going to be about whether or not you hear. They could add that on there later on too. But if they're doing it, if the jurors talking about they cannot unhear what they have heard, that's going to be part. Then they can add that other part to it. If have you heard? Da, 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 da. But it has to be connected to the like the not misconduct of the prosecution.
Right. And that was, but yeah, remember yesterday what I was saying was that the reason why I had wanted it to go through so they can, get a not guilty verdict. That way they cannot come back, kind of like what they did with Boosie. Remember how, you got all the legal stuff in play and they were able to drop the case, but then what do? They come back and charge it with different kinds of charges.
But
you see what I'm saying?
Remember, Boosie's situation is
it's a lot different, of course.
The law has not. Remember, they not overturned, but they had to go vote on it again. So in September, they're going to go back and talk about that particular law. Remember, that's what the situation is. But because they had a zealous prosecutor who's really after him, they didn't wait like with other cases. They decided to come after him again. You get what I'm saying? So, and then they added that drug addict. But then that one could be fought because he's been not using marijuana since he's been out, and he didn't have to go to rehab or none. So that addict thing does not fly.
It doesn't stick. Yeah, because he had to submit. Drug samples
and all that
but
stuff.
So I get what you're saying. I was just kind of comparing it as far as them coming back and just trying to
if it's just a plain
find a loophole.
They can come back. But if they put in the part, hey, that because the prosecution did this and it was unethical or whatever, I don't know the words that they would use, but then that's what will cause it to be a mistrial and they cannot come back.
Right. Okay.
And it would be
and this. Me personally, Sylvia, like just based on what I saw today, I really feel like all 8 or close to 8 are going to say they can't unhear that, because think about it, all the stuff that they saw. And then even when Woody came on and when Glanville was the judge, the jury was not supposed to see that. They were not supposed to see him plead the fifth or whatever on the stand. Yeah. So I don't think they're going to be able to unsee that. That's just my opinion. But it kind of what I wanted to say was kind of funny is that, Miss Love, the reason why I said the earpiece thing was someone in the chat had said it, but the reason why I was asking you.
There's no earpiece. There's no earpiece. I'm very close to
I know.
Walk in and out. There's no earpiece. Absolutely no earpiece in her ear. Now, y'all say something about yesterday. Yesterday I wasn't talking to her that way, so I don't know. But today, there's no earpiece. She has an earring. She has a dangling earring.
It was just funny how she was stumbling her words, like she didn't know what to say. Like you can tell, like, remember I was saying in the chat, Diddy did an interview a couple years ago and he was like, I like when you scrambling and scraping for SH. And so I was like, that's what she's doing, because she didn't even know. It seems like she's just lost for words.
And
She doesn't know
yesterday,
what to
for
do
you
at
guys
this
to say
point.
she had an ear, hold on. For y'all to say she had an earpiece yesterday. Yesterday she had her phone to her ear because she was trying to talk to somebody, and she kept going in and out, going out, and she stood by the doorway with her phone up to her ear like this. So why would she put her phone to her ear if she has an earpiece in her ear? Didn't make sense. Oh. But go ahead, Kiki.
Hey, Miss Sylvia,
Hey, hon.
we're finally wrapping it up. They stacking the ball. They stacked it, and she caught it about the judge. Like she said, they got enough evidence even for impeachment for the state. If it came down to it, they would be on the witness stand. So they stacked the cases and still hit that bomb one with that gain and that burden. Like you just said, they had enough time to find enough information on the steel side. They ain't gonna take they. It was in their best interest from day one when that judge told them to come up with some kind of plea. That would have been the only thing
Asking them. She
he
kept
did.
asking them for about a plea deal. Y'all guys better come up with the plea deal.
Yes, she did. She asked them. She said it several times within her first week. Indirectly, she's saying it now. She was giving them an hour to come up with something because you don't have nothing to bring up. Woody, if Woody was willing to do 2 years on the fifth, taking the fifth in front of that same jury who is coming back. Oh, you said trust the process. Everything, the only good thing that's going to come out of the state, I can't think of his name. Who's the guy that's working with him?
Atkins?
Atkins gonna get some. He gonna get some belt holes in his belt because he got some experience. He was
Yeah.
about the humblest, probably learning one there. But if the jury come back, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let everybody else. I mean, humanly, you're right. Georgia is not that big. Matter of fact, Fulton County, you might got more cameras in the room. It seems like Fulton County then came on live, right? But if when the jury does come back, I'm finally glad they can poll the jury. That's what I was asking you. You got
Remember we kept talking about the poll in that was what I all kept saying from day one. Nobody could ever take that away from being in here because I kept saying that. I told
it
you,
was
I said they were gonna have to poll the jury.
it was
Gonna
bigger
have to
than us. It was bigger
yeah.
than us. You kept saying trust the process. I tell you, you got to see God in your circumstances. But when the jury, even before they even poll them, the judge is gone. Weinstein is still on vacation. Simone might be back, and the judge is telling them, "Oh, you already, you already told us about." I can't think of their names right now, but you gave each one of them a name. You
Twister,
know,
Twister. Look, I'm counting you. I counted 8 that I know for a fact is not going to work with them. I know Twister's not, SpongeBob is not, Zesty is not, Trini is not, Goober is not.
I love you. I'm telling you, you're
Look,
right.
I
You
know.
trust
Look,
the
I'm telling
process.
y'all.
Trust the process. But we going to have a steak. I told you I was gonna get a round trip ticket. If Woody came in there, but I was trying to listen, but it might be a waste of time. I owe
Oh,
you.
he is gonna come. He's gonna come on
I'm talking
Monday.
about my round trip ticket to Atlanta. I got to see
Oh,
you one more time before this stuff is over. We got to go. I don't eat red meat, but I'm gonna buy you the biggest T-bone and give you a little
T-bone
coffee.
steak.
Yeah, I am. I love you. I'm so
Love
glad
you
I
too,
got a chance to meet
Kiki.
you. Yeah, it's stacked
Hey, I'll
against
be
me.
back. I'll be back in Chicago. I'll be back. I'm gonna be in Chicago soon.
Oh, you're gonna have a ball. But yeah, it's stacked against them. We didn't have to do anything. That's why I know it's a power greater than ourselves. And I was looking at the symbol on the wall, and it say moderation, wisdom and moderation.
Mhm.
I love you. It's been a
Love you
it's
too,
been a
Kiki.
journey. It has been a journey. It has been a journey,
Look,
and
someone told me this morning because I was fighting. I was telling them, "Hey, I got to go to my niece's graduation." They're like, "Sylvia, you may not have to worry about finding somebody to take your place, whatever, because it might be over." Well, I guess they call it into existence. I guess it's gonna be over.
I feel it. Yeah, it's been a roller coaster. I even I could see Jeffrey's face. I had to take a picture. It's like a sense of relief even is over him. But they was wrong. Karma will come back to bite you.
But they
They
got
did.
look. We said poll the
They're
jury.
forcing too much.
Yeah. Poll. And did you even hear her? She's still trying at the end. She's still trying to push this. She don't even want it to be some sort of I don't know.
That narcissisticness is real. It's starting to be more prevalent. I hope she gets some outside help. And coming from Atlanta, it ain't what you know, it's who you know, and she really her co-workers, her peers are gonna really take another look at her, and compassion is definitely needed for Adrian Love, but you get everything that you put out in the universe, and you don't never want to wish nobody bad. But like you said, she fighting all the way to the end. Ain't no surrendering her.
Y'all, you can't blame the woman. You can't blame her, y'all, because
Nope, you
Yeah, it's
can't.
her job. She's just doing her job.
Yeah,
You know.
That's why they hired her. They knew she was good at it. She almost said, "It's got to be a way that I could break." She want to kick in some gangster moves on this end, but it's out of her hand at this point. The judge, Whitaker, she did what she was supposed to. She unveiled as much information through the state, and it
and then
came back to bite them.
and the thing is, it's not going to be on the judge.
Mm-mm.
Not going to be on the judge.
That's
Nope.
that's the good part. That's the good part
Mhm.
because it's really at this point, it's at the hands of the jury. And think about that. The jury could have a family member. I'm not saying this is true. I'm just saying this is 2024. We all have our phone. We're all
Your
one of
Obama
those
phone.
jurors, family members,
Your Obama phone is
is cutting
messing
out.
up. Yes,
But
your
but
Obama
I,
phone
I'm
messing
I'm
Oh,
gonna
okay.
piggyback off of him. It went back to who was supposed to make the final decision anyway. The
up.
jury.
Yours. Yeah.
Yep. Love you, Miss Sylvia. I'll talk to you
Love you
soon.
too, Kiki. All right, guys. So everybody that's coming in, did you guys understand what is being said? What is going on? Everybody's coming in. Do you understand what's going on? What's happening is that the judge, and it's not even going to be the state. I mean the defense. Remember, I told you defense wasn't going to poll it. Well, the judge is going to poll the jurors, and the polling is going to be based on whether or not they can wipe out everything that was on in their head, what they have heard as far as Woody's testimony. So if they can't do that, if she gets a certain amount of jurors that cannot do that, it's going to be a mistrial. You heard the judge on the podium said it. It will be a mistrial. And now the type of mistrial is going to be the question is does the defense have enough motion to make a mistrial with prejudice? Will it be a mistrial with prejudice? That is the question.
Okay, can you hear me better now?
Yes, hon.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was just saying that it's literally in the hands of the jury, and I think it's way better than it being in the hands of the judge because then there's nothing you can say. There's literally nothing that they can say. And I personally think, like, for example, if all eight, come to that agreement, or even if it's 6 or 7 and not the full 8, they would have to replace those jurors, right?
They can't replay because there's not then the alternate. Remember, there's 6 alternates right now. If only 6 people says they can't, that means they still could go forward because they got the
Oh,
other
right. Because they can just do the
So now
6.
they
So
gotta
anything
get
over 6,
yeah.
they can't replace. I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. So they have to get more than 6 to say they can't underthink it or whatever words it is that they use. Oh, it's
Wow.
4 alternate? I thought it was 6. It's only 4 alternate? Okay, it's 4 alternate. Okay, sorry, Alda. Hey, Danielle.
Hi, Miss Sylvia.
Hey.
Auntie, I told you, yes, well, I told you yesterday, the judge, she know the law, she good, but she set the prosecution up though. I believe she did though. She wanted them to work because they hadn't did any work. She wanted them to work through it, and now she's saying, "Well, I'll just let the jury decide." That's why she knew she was bringing them back Monday for. That's why she kept saying Monday, not for a trial, for a pause.
Oh, she did say that. We
Yep.
don't know if that she did. She did. She did. She
So
surely
she's
did.
pretty much laying the groundwork. It seems like.
I'm not gonna do it.
It's 16 jurors left right now. It's 16. 12 supposed to be for the main one and 4. It's 16 total
15,
jurors.
someone said 15 left in
No,
total.
it's 16.
16,
16.
okay.
4
16
and
left.
12 is 16.
Got you. Okay. So 16.
She knew what she was doing.
Yeah, it seemed, and you can tell that, and that's why I wasn't so quick to say, when people were like, "Oh, this judge is this and that," and I'm like, "No, she's literally going by the law, by the
She
book, which is her job."
and not to cut you off,
You know,
but that's why she told him, well, it's not up to me. It's up to the
right?
law.
Yeah, she did say that.
She
Yep.
She said
keeps
it's all about the law.
she keeps saying it. That's
Yep.
why when Brian still say, well, case law, she liked that. That's all she want to hear.
That's all she wants to know. Yeah.
Show me the law.
And you know what's funny to me is that when Glanville was on there, he wouldn't even really refer to the law. It was because of what he wanted.
He
You see
didn't
what I'm
know.
saying? He would
He
be
didn't.
ruling on stuff because of his own personal feelings versus her. She's going to rule on it based on the case law or the law.
She said it's it's not up to me. It's up
Right.
to the law.
Yep.
They probably did do it, but I gotta go by case law. They probably
Yeah,
didn't do it. I gotta go by
yeah.
the law. Miss Silver, she been saying Monday since she sat down.
She sure did. Okay, okay. All right, Danielle. Okay.
Okay, I'm
No, that's right. And you know what's funny too is today when Shark got up there, she literally he kind of wasn't even really finished. I agree. I agree. It seems like everything he says or brings up, she agrees with.
But she made y'all mad yesterday. Y'all was pissed at her yesterday.
but I also but I
Look, look, the camera guy gonna say, "Oh, you was pissed at her yesterday too." I was. I said she's on their side.
Hey, she wants Shark.
no she but you know what? She making them work. And
Yep.
the defense, they just sitting back there chilling because they Brian still know the case law. So he just back there like,
Look, how you not be prepared still?
It's crazy.
okay,
How
This
you
is a
not
year in the
prepared?
trial.
where's
Damn
the
near.
affidavit?
Even
Where's
she gave her. Then she gonna make excuses. Come on, y'all.
where's the
How you gonna make
affidavit?
a list?
I want to know, have she brought that paper yet back from
Where are the reports? Like
the
Shark would say.
affidavit that she told her yesterday, I need the search warrant from the new stuff that she tried to introduce that was Brady. She never brought that back, have she?
No.
Now how she gonna run for the head position in Fulton? She might as well move away.
Yeah, and I think that that's what's also the benefit, Sylvia, like we have said before, is that the benefit of Young Thug having the resources and having, the money, the wealth, because think about it. He now that there's, all of these different defendants in the case, they all have representation. So if Steele misses one thing, Shark can catch it, or Weinstein can catch it, or, so they literally have a dream team that can find, all the different laws and whatnot, or correct when Miss Love is doing something incorrectly or improper. You see what I'm saying? So I think that that's also a benefit. And I just think that there's so much gray area in this trial that it's been going on for so long that I think that, like you guys were saying, that the judge isn't going to just simply call a mistrial, but she's laying the groundwork for it to be a mistrial from a legal standpoint.
She's letting the prosecution team understand why it is one.
Right. And she's explaining it to him too.
Yes.
I was like, yo, she's really out here explaining to them like what Steele and them are bringing up to her, like, giving it in detail, pretty much breaking it down.
That woman is not a joke. She knows she came from the DA's
The appellate.
office.
She's real good.
You know what I'm saying? She came from the DA office and she was on the appellate unit. So she knows her stuff. She knows the work in and out of that department.
And guess what? Every time Brian Steele gets up, he mentions case law because he knows she likes it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's gonna be a mistrial.
Is that your boo? Mm-mm.
It's crazy. So, Sylvia, I don't know if you caught that, but you got a little donation in the chat.
I got done. What you playing with me, right? You just have to. You know what?
I'm messing with you, but
about to boot your behind.
People out here is crazy. But I just wanted to say that keep doing a great job, Sylvia. You got your little office. Now you're gonna have to put hang up your little YouTube plaques. I said in the chat earlier. You're gonna have to get your little office and hang up the YouTube plaques when they send them to you.
That YouTube 100,000 subscribers is coming, y'all. It's coming.
Hey, it's coming. You almost there. You're growing every day. Your numbers are going
every day
getting higher. Because you're there. It's nothing you can do when you're there in the courtroom. No one can beat that.
Being in the chat and being invested, I knew I liked law, but I just didn't know how much. So it's like I need to go take some classes. I need to go take classes because I'm overly invested, and it's really bad.
It gets us all into it. We're just like deep, and then there's some people who's been sending me certain cases of theirs, and I'm like, oh my god, really, this is happening to you? And I'm like,
and just
y'all be surprised how many people reach out to me since I've been doing this.
Just like the guy was just saying how like the other guys that took the actual plea deals, I can only imagine. I said it in the chat, like I wonder if they were coerced, and you know what I'm saying.
They were. I'm glad you brought that up because that just reminded me. So, earlier today,
he excited too.
Yeah, I am because you just brought up a good point that I remember. So earlier when they were talking about allowing Copeland to testify and if he was going to plead the fifth or whatever, right? I believe it was Copeland. Well, I was like, well, now they're over here giving him a chance to. So that just goes to prove that they did coerce him before. Because before, Miss Love's whole tone was not that. It was he's going to testify. He has no other option. Now they're giving him a choice. So I was like, you guys just proved to me that you guys coerced that man.
That's because they know Miss Whitaker's not having it.
Yeah. And moving forward.
She keeps saying it. Her tone is like the possibility of him not testifying. She's like putting it out there.
You know what? Yesterday when we were listening to everything, and when Kayla was on the stand, how they brought out that Miss Love was already in the chambers with the judge when everybody arrived, so she met with him first. Were you listening to that?
Yeah. And Hamilton is her bodyguard, so he was in there. You notice his name was in there. So I was trying to figure out if any other time you would see his name in it, because if his name is in there, that means she's in there as well, because he has no reason to be in there other than bodyguarding her.
And the judge caught that too. She said, so when you arrived, Attorney Love was already there? I'm like,
hey, Sandy.
How you doing?
Good.
Am I able to talk now?
Yes.
So, I don't know what's going on with this judge, but I think she's just like disrespecting the defense lawyers. Every time they speak, she wants to interrupt. When Love speaks, she wants to give Love the answer. Like, what's going on with her now? She wasn't doing this before.
She's teaching her.
She'd let them talk today.
Well, I think
What
what
were
you're
you
trying to
watching,
say, yeah,
Candy?
I think you're trying to say is that on certain things, she is really kind of educating the state. Like, for example, earlier when Steele had brought up a case law or whatever, she was basically interpreting to the state what this case law was. You see
Okay.
what I'm saying? And so I see what you're saying. It does kind of seem like that at times, but she's not actually doing that, in my opinion.
Okay. All right.
What do you think she's doing?
So what is your thoughts on it? Like what was your thoughts on today or whatever?
The same. I think she's taking love to school. I think she's laying it all out to make her understand. Like, the judge knows that they don't have a case. Like, she's still trying to put in evidence. This lady, th- she's she knows her stuff. She know that there was Brady evidence. She already knows that the jurors are not going to be able to unhear what they've already heard. She knows this already. She's just not going to call it.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes, sir.
So how she's gonna have a jury ready for Monday? The jury cannot be ready Monday. You have all these motions to hear to. The jury can. Why is she rushing the jury for Monday? You cannot have trial on Monday.
She's coming back on the week of the 18th to do more motions. She did say that. You guys are not listening?
Oh no, okay, that's my mistake. But even on that week, the jury's not gonna be ready, Sylvia. It's too much things she has to do.
But did you hear what she's see? You didn't listen. Okay.
No, I
I'm going
didn't hear.
back to
I'm
the
sorry.
chat. Thank you, Auntie.
See you
I
later,
was at work.
honey.
I'm sorry.
The
Go ahead,
jurors
Sylvia.
are going to be polled. The jurors are going to be polled in regards to being able to unhear what they have heard in regard to Kenneth Copeland's testimony.
Okay.
If a certain amount of jurors cannot do that, it's going to be an automatic mistrial.
I think that's what's gonna happen. I've been saying it. I've been saying it for the past month. That's what's gonna happen.
Hey, misunderstood. Oh, she's gone. Hey, Tiffany.
Hey, Miss Sylvia.
Hi.
I just recently started following you about 2 weeks ago. I want to tell you thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're
You
welcome.
give us
Welcome, welcome.
accurate, detailed information, and I want you to know you are greatly appreciated. And you definitely have been telling us, have patience, poll the jury. So I pray all goes well for those guys.
It will. It
Have a
will.
good one.
Thanks, Tiffany. Oh, really? This dude keep harassing me, y'all.
No, Sylvia, I was trying not to, but that was why,
Not
I
you.
kind
I'm
of
talking
made
about
that.
no. I'm talking about the cameraman. He's over here harassing me. Not
Oh,
you. The other man
okay.
is harassing me. Here come Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie's
Okay,
back.
go ahead.
Hey, Eddie.
Hey, can you hear me? Hold on.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. Hey, I think I sent you a super chat on my other account. Black Gold, did you get it?
Black Gold or Super Chat on the other side?
Black Gold 290 is probably on my other account.
You said a Super Chat. Is it on this live? Because I didn't see anything on this live. It might be on the other
Yeah.
live.
Yes, yeah, it should be on that line.
On the other live?
Yeah, because I did it on my voice. See, I got a voice speak because I'm driving. And I
Okay.
seen it went through. It's a gold super chat. It says black gold though. It says black gold 290.
Black Gold 290.
Right, this the live that I was just listening
Someone says
to.
they see it, Sylvia. Someone says they
Okay.
see it.
Okay. Thank you for seeing it, guys.
Oh yeah. No, I just want to make sure that it went through because I guess that's on my other account. I just got transferred over to my name My real
Yeah, we
name is
see it.
Eddie.
We see it.
All right.
It says black gold $10. We see it right here.
Yeah,
Super
yeah, right.
sticker.
Yeah, hey, I didn't get a chance, hey, Sylvia. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see what happened earlier. But I knew yesterday that the lady is kicking the can down the road. And the reason why I said that is because she works for the government. The state works for the government, so they always have to kind of like use some kind of respect and decorum for whatever each other's doing. So she's been leading and showing this love, the law, ever since ever since she's been in that chair. So like it's like she started out like she was okay, well this case all messed up, but let me see who messed up. When she see Miss Love now, they got the case all messed up. Hearsay, see, she say, social media, and all this crap, right? She decided that, now all of a sudden I just learned this from you though, because I looked at your video maybe 5 minutes ago, and yeah, she want to poll the jury, right? But which is good too because out of 14 jurors, well, 4 alternates. They have. Oh, so in Atlanta, I want to ask right quick: is it 4 alternates in Atlanta or 6?
They have 6 alternate, right? But it's only
6.
4. It's only 4 right now because the other 2 gone. Okay,
Okay.
but
So it's 6.
let me let Kimberly say something because I'm about to leave in a few minutes.
All right.
Okay, Kimberly.
Hey, Miss Sylvia. Hey, chat. I'm gonna be quick. I
Hey.
know you got to get back.
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to speak on the where she said that if the jurors are not able to, get that out of their mind, how the defense should kind of look at sending some motions because it seems like this judge loves case law. And with the case law, if you're able to spell out each thing that that the state has done that was improper, misconduct, that was ambushing, trial by ambush, all of those types of things. If you're able to list that out using her own words, because she talks a lot, but when you actually break down and listen to what she's saying, it's not true. And so I think they should be able to use some of that stuff to prove that she is, stalling, goading, and misconduct. All right, thank you guys. See you in the chat.
Thank you, darling. Hey, misunderstood.
Miss Sylvia, can you
Hey.
hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, awesome. So I know you like short-winded and I know you have to go.
Yeah,
But
because I gotta go. Eddie, I'm gonna drop you. Okay. Have a good one. Okay.
I discovered your channel a few months ago, but I had been following the trial from the beginning. I'm also an attorney. So
Okay.
I have a little bit of more like insight or insight
What kind
knowledge.
of, not to cut you off, but what kind of attorney are you?
So I do corporate consulting right now,
Okay.
but I practice a variety of. My first job out of law school was I was a clerk for a judge in Rockdale County, in the
Yay!
Superior
You was
Court.
over here by me.
Right. So, and I'm just shout out to Emory. I'm an Emory law grad. But I know a lot about the law and the nuances. And honestly, it's very unpredictable. I will say that I'm glad that they did come up with a decision to allow the jurors to decide essentially the fate of the defendants at this point. But everybody knows the general consensus is that this has been a circus, and nothing has, after almost 2 years, nothing has been proven beyond a reasonable doubt. So if you have any modicum of sense, whether you have legal knowledge or not, anybody with common sense could see that they have no case. Everything is based on speculation, and they've been building their case as they went along. They didn't really have a solid case when they even started the case. And that's why it has been falling. It's been crumbling from since it started. So, continue to do what you're doing, but thank you for your courage. And and you just being there, going there every day, like that's a lot.
I I I, I have a question.
Thank
Um,
you, misunderstood.
I have a question, misunderstood. So misunderstanding. So
Yeah.
just from your perspective, as far as from like, you're an attorney,
Hmm.
what is your thoughts on the judge? Like, do you think she's playing both sides? Do you think she's playing favoritism towards the state or the defense? What is your thoughts, just outsider looking in from a legal standpoint? Is
From
that
a legal
typical?
standpoint, I think that she's doing what she's supposed to do. I don't see anything egregious thus far. Um, like with Glanville, you that it was very clear that there was bias. It was overt bias, right? Even the way that you see how Miss Love's disposition with this judge versus how her disposition was with um Glanville is completely different. So you can tell that like this judge is I don't have any quarrels with how she's handling it thus far. I do wish she would have gave them bond. That's one thing I didn't agree with. But other
You kind of cut out.
You cut out. She cut out. All right, guys. I'm
Yeah.
about to
All right,
take my
Sylvia.
butt on down. I will see you guys later. We got to go back
so
into the
that
courtroom.
she um doesn't look bad in the event it does go to an appeal, like it's not going to be on her. So I think she's just doing her due diligence, and I haven't really seen anything that has been like just extremely like outlandish like with Glenville.
Right.
So
I got you. All right,
yeah,
guys. Y'all hit the like
We
button
got to
and donate.
go.
All
See
right,
already
you
Sylvia.
later. Bye,
already did. Thank you,
misunderstood.
Miss Sylvia.
All right. See you guys. Got to go.